All right. Well, guys, thank you so much for coming and being a part of this interview. I would love for you guys just to introduce yourselves, your name, what year in school you are, where you live, stuff like that. So ladies first. Yeah.
Okay. My name is Sierra Heckler, and I actually, I'm graduating in a couple of days. I'm trying to figure out how it works because, like, we're homeschooled, and then there's also, like, the whole COVID situation going on. But, so I'm almost out of school, like, just a couple days.
Very cool. Very cool.
I'm Kenaniah Kelley, I guess. Yeah. And I am a senior, technically. I'm a GED student, so I graduate whenever I get my tests done.
Okay, great. Awesome. Well, I would love to just start by asking, how have you guys been spending your time during your extra time during the stay-at-home order that we have going on? What have you guys been doing?
I've been playing a lot of video games, watching a lot of movies, trying to, like, call friends. I wrote some letters to a couple of friends and, like,
Oh,
sent them
nice.
out. I got, like, a couple back too, which was nice. So
That is
that's,
fun.
yeah, kind of that.
Very cool. What about you, Kenaniah? What have you been doing with your...
Yeah, video games. A lot of video games. I don't think there's been a single day that I haven't played at least an hour of video games.
Oh, wow. Yeah, video games are definitely... Do you guys have a favorite one between you, Sierra? What have you been playing a lot of? Anything in particular?
I really like Stardew Valley right now. I've been doing that. Yeah.
Okay, nice. Kenaniah, what about you?
Ark Survival Evolved. It's
Oh.
basically an endless game.
Okay.
So I just
It keeps
keep
going and
playing it.
going and going, huh? Nice. So during this time, right, we've had all this extra time. So what's something that you've learned about yourself, or you're continuing to learn about yourself during this time of COVID-19 and staying at home and all this social distancing type stuff? What are you learning about yourself?
I already kind of knew, but, like, I'm a bit of a messy person. But, like, I am forced to be in my space more, like my bedroom, and then I get like a little craft room. So, like, I clean it up, and then, like, an hour later it's messy again. And so I think I'm starting to become more of, like, a cleaner person, putting it away the first time.
There you go.
Yeah.
So you're learning some new disciplines is what it
Yes.
sounds like.
Yes.
Accepting the fact that you're messy, but now putting the stuff away.
I'm not messy. I'm artistic, I guess. That's what my mom says.
There you go.
So.
I like that better. Artistic. Very cool. Kenaniah, what about you? What have you been learning about yourself during this time?
That I need people around me.
Yeah.
Because, like, I'm going stir crazy. If I didn't have at least 3 people in my house, I couldn't survive. Luckily, my older sister and her husband don't care.
Okay.
And actually, I'm currently at my granny's house.
Okay.
So I have people around me that I can hang out with, but if I didn't, I'd go crazy.
Yeah. So you're finding that you really need people around you.
Yeah.
I agree. I miss people as well. So I look forward to the time that we can gather together once again in some way, shape, or form. That's really good. So what has been, you guys are both, well, Sierra, you're a senior, Kenaniah, you're talking about getting your GED and stuff like that. So maybe this might be a little bit of a question more for you, Sierra, than Kenaniah, but please chime in, Kenaniah, if you have something that's on your mind. But, like, what has been the hardest thing to miss during this last semester of high school for you, with everything that's going on?
Well, even though, like, I am technically homeschooled, I still go to a co-op twice a week, and I really have been missing, like, just seeing my friends there, because this is, our last time to kind of spend time together and just, like, be in class and all of that. So I've really, really missed them a
Yeah.
lot, I guess. That's been really hard. And then it just seems like everything's getting canceled, just one thing after another. So, but we all got together the other day. There's only like 8 of us. We all, kept our distance and whatnot, but we got our caps and gowns, and we decorated the top of the cap, and like, put different stuff on it. So it was nice. But yeah, I definitely miss them. That's
Yeah.
been hard.
Yeah, that's for sure. That's for sure. So practically all your stuff has been canceled or postponed for,
Mhm.
for
Yeah.
school and stuff. Yeah, that's hard. Kenaniah, do you have anything to add? I know you're saying that you were, I don't know, maybe,
Yeah,
I mean, maybe even an element, this
yeah.
is your
That's what I
senior
was
year
gonna
in
say.
element. You
Is
could, yeah,
I am sad that this is technically our last year at Element, and we're missing everything. We're missing events. We're
Yeah.
missing all this stuff, and this was my first and last year, and so it's really it's sad that I don't get to do that stuff.
yeah.
Although I'm not going off to college anytime soon, so I could still stick around. So
Yes, we still get to see you and hang out with you and stuff, which is
so and one of my closest friends, Alex, is once the COVID crisis is over, he has to go to college. So
okay.
I'm sad that during this whole time we were meaning to build up more of our friendship, and right when we said that, COVID hit, and so that just blocked us off. And so
Yeah, I would say that's definitely one of the hardest things is, just not having that time that you would normally have built into your schedule, right? To see your friends and to hang out at those common places. Sierra, you for school, right? With your co-op, and Kenaniah Element for you. Those are all places that you get to connect with people, on a weekly basis. That is just built into your schedule. And that is hard that we don't get to see those people. So what about online stuff for church? Have you been taking advantage of the stuff that we've been doing for online church stuff? How has that been for you? What are your thoughts around that kind of stuff? And it could be Sunday and or Wednesdays as well. So Ken and I, why don't you go ahead and start? I know you've been a part of practically everything we've had going on.
yeah,
Week
everything
at Element.
except the last two elements, because I have not, for the life of me, gotten to do it because we have restrictions on our internet that my dad has set up, and it prohibits me from doing live streams because potentially inappropriate stuff would be shown, even though not Elements live stream, but still it prevents me from doing that. And so we've taken down those certain restrictions. So next time I should be able to watch the live stream.
Nice.
But yeah, I've been trying my best to be on every Zoom call because I need the people, and I need to feel like I'm hanging out with people.
Yeah, and has that been helpful for you just to see and interact, even it seems like it's the same group of people, just to interact with other people?
Yeah, I mean,
it's good. That's awesome. Sierra, what about you? Do you we haven't seen you at the Element stuff. I'm sure you've got stuff going on, but church on Sundays, how is it for you, the whole online church stuff?
Yeah, so we tend to kind of get up and watch church. At least towards the beginning, we were waking up and watching church, like at the time it aired. But we've kind of moved it into like we'll kind of get up and like spend some time in the morning, and then like eat lunch, and then we watch it together as a family afterwards. My job is still open, Nothing But Cakes, so a lot of like those like Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday nights I've been working later on and things, and I don't really have social media other than Snapchat, so I don't see as much, but I know like with some of the people in kids ministry as well as like the Summerama ministry, even though Summerama's not like going on this year, we've still like been able to connect with them, pray together with like some of the different staff members, stuff like that. So that's kind of what I've been doing with it.
Oh, that's so good. That's so good. It's really good to hear that you guys are still finding ways to connect and just kind of fill that need in your soul to be with people and to just stay connected in this new way of connecting. So what do you feel God's been doing in your life during, or what God has not necessarily been doing in your life, but what do you feel like God's been saying to you during this whole time of COVID-19? How's he been speaking to your soul?
I feel, I don't know, like it's always kind of been like as I've been growing in my faith is like trusting him. And I think I kind of mentioned that when you were asking me the thing for the Instagram and whatnot, has been trusting God and going with what his will is. And so just with all these uncertainties of things not being open and being, everything getting messed around, it's just, I've really just had to be, all I can do is trust God, and I have to be okay with that. And, I should be okay with that. But sometimes my human flesh is like, no, we got to figure it out right now. But like, I'm just like taking time to just like rest in his peace and just to like be, you know what, it's okay. It's in God's hands. So that's kind of what's been with me.
That's cool. That's really inspiring. That's really inspiring. Kenaniah, what about you?
In this time of COVID and people worrying about rent, food, and stuff and providing for their family, I'm learning that I need to stop worrying about all that stuff and that just trusting that he'll provide for me and my family and everyone else.
Yeah. Yeah, that's for sure. Yeah. And that's the biggest thing, right? Is just to unleash those worries to our Abba Father and know that at the end of the day that he holds the victory and stuff like that. But it still doesn't make it any easier sometimes, like you had said, Sierra, right? Like we fall to our flesh sometimes. And, but we have to it's so important to stay reminded of the characteristics and the truth of who the Father is and what he can do, what he has done, and what he will continue to do, right? So that's good stuff. So one last question, kind of a fun one to think about, but what's next for you? So once everything opens back up again, what's the plan for you guys? What does the future look like? Or maybe what's the first thing that you want to do once, society opens back up again? What's next? What's next for each of you?
I really just want to go and sit down and eat sushi with my friends at a restaurant. Like I miss that so much. Like I just want to just go and sit down with everyone and be able to like, I don't know, give them hugs and things,
Yes, I agree. I miss hugs and going out and grabbing bites with people. That's for sure. Yes, I can concur. What about you, Kenaniah?
The first thing I want to do is run outside. Once the order is done, I want to run outside and just say, "Thank you, Lord." That's the first thing I want to do. Second thing I want to do is drive over to Alex's house and pull him into a bear hug, even though he doesn't really like hugs. This is the first thing I'm going to do.
I have a feeling everybody that was kind of like on the fence with hugs or didn't like hugs before this whole thing is going there. I'm hoping and praying that they're going to be receptive to those of us that just want to hug them, to just allow us to do that, because we've been deprived of that for so long. So what about big future wise, like what you guys are both, graduating, and what are the plans big future wise for you guys after all this?
Well, originally, I was planning on going down to Oklahoma in the fall and through spring to do an internship down there. But I just found out yesterday that it looks like the program's been canceled just due to everything. So I'm kind of in like a phase now, these next couple of days, of just kind of like accepting that, trusting God with it and looking for some more opportunities, whether that means some other kind of internship, some program, just working, or maybe going to like Rock Valley or something.
Okay.
I don't know. So I appreciate prayers in that, discernment. Sure. But so right now it's just kind of, it's uncertain.
Yeah.
I guess that's the best answer I have.
Yeah. I'm sorry for that. That's hard. Just another thing that's getting taken away.
Yeah. Another thing.
Yeah, that's hard. What about you, Kenaniah? What's next for you?
So like I said earlier, I'm not going to college.
Okay.
Whether money or grade wise. So probably just getting a job in Rockford and saving up to move out, and just then and just thinking about what I want to do with my life, because I still don't know. I still have no idea.
That's okay. It's all good. You don't have to have your whole life planned out at 18. That's for sure. So it's good. It's good. Well, thank you guys so much for participating. I appreciate it. It's an absolute honor, joy, and privilege to know you, and I'm inspired by your answers and how you guys have been hanging in there and stuff like that. So thanks so much, and we will talk again soon.